Hello, I'm Pastor Schuyler with Berean Baptist Church. Our family wasn't able to be at the worship service on Sunday because we've been sick, but we're all feeling a lot better and looking forward to getting back to normal. So I just thought I would check in, and I wanted to share a thought from the Word of God and also tell you about a few things coming up at church to keep your eyes open for and be ready for. You may hear kid noises in the background or dogs barking. That's just kind of how we live. This thought from the Word of God is something I developed a number of months ago, I believe, and I just never got around to producing the YouTube video for it. So I thought this would be a good time, especially around the holidays, because I want to talk about drama, specifically drama in relationships, hurting people in relationships, being hurtful in relationships, causing pain. Hopefully, there's not too much of that around your house during the holidays, but it's the reality of human experience. We often hurt, we often are hurtful in our relationships, and the Bible can help us. Well, ultimately, we need the Spirit of God. We need the grace of Christ to heal our relationships. First, our relationship with God, and then also our relationships with our fellow man. But the Bible provides practical wisdom for a Christian to have less drama, less pain in their relationships. And we need this. We need this wisdom. This picture illustrates our desperate need. The man clutching his son here is Ivan Grozny. You may know him as Ivan the Terrible. He was the Tsar of Moscow in the 1500s, and he had an anger problem. He was a powerful ruler. He really set the stage for a lot of things that would happen in Russia coming out of the 16th century. But like I said, he just had an explosive temper. He had one son that was really competent, that was set up to be a really good czar and could provide another generation of stability for Moscow. But in a fit of anger, Ivan murdered his son. It was over a trivial thing. Ivan didn't like something that his son's girlfriend did. Ivan and his son got into a conflict. Words started turning into action. Ivan picked up like a candlestick or something and just started swinging it, smashed his son in the head. And when the attendants and servants rushed into the room, they found the Tsar cradling his son and weeping over the murder that he had committed. Ivan's son actually lived for 3 days afterwards in a semi-conscious state. And the whole while, Ivan wept and prayed and fasted and begged for God to save his life. But Ivan's son died, and Ivan died not too many years after that, a broken man with no competent heir. Russia, Moscow really at this point just descended into chaos and times of trouble, and all because Ivan lost his temper. So, what can we say to this? What does the Bible teach us about having less drama in relationships? Well, I was thinking about this, and you'll see why in a minute, but if you've done any like survival or Boy Scout type training, you'll be familiar with this, the fire triangle. Fire needs three elements to live. It needs oxygen, heat, and fuel. And you can control or put out a fire by removing any of those elements. The same thing is true about drama in our relationships. Drama can be broken down into a few basic elements, and we can take drama out. We can remove drama. We can put it out by removing those elements. So let's see what those elements are. And this is not an exhaustive list, but these are the three big ones that you'll see in Proverbs. The elements of drama. I'm going to call it strife from here on out. That's what our translation of the Bible calls it, strife, but the same idea, relational drama. So those three elements are an angry temperament, gossip and slander, and arrogance or pride. Any of those three, when they all come together, you can expect there to be severe drama, severe pain in our relationships. And you can make the pain less. You can put out the drama by removing those elements. So an angry temperament, the desire to have a conflict, the willingness to fight, being conflict oriented. An angry man stirs up strife, and a furious man abounds in transgression. Anger, human anger is not a good thing. The wrath of man does not work the righteousness of God. And the reality is that if you have somebody with an angry temperament, somebody that's just ready to fight, somebody that is a brawler, as the New Testament puts it, somebody who's really pugnacious, you can expect them to cause drama. So if you want less drama, either you have to remove that person from the situation or you have to remove yourself from that person. But as long as you have fellowship with an angry man, you can expect drama. And even worse, you might learn their ways. You might become like them. The Bible warns us. The other element of our drama fire is gossip or slander. And this is the passage that gave me the idea. Where no wood is, there the fire goes out. You remove the fuel from the fire and it goes out. Likewise, so where there is no talebearer, the strife ceases. A person who is a gossip, a person who is really eager to share secrets, to participate in gossip, either speaking or listening, causes drama. And so in order to put drama out, you need to remove a gossip from the situation or remove yourself from gossip. Don't participate in it. Don't speak it. Don't listen to it. Get yourself out of that situation. If you're in a situation with a lot of gossip or slander, that's the idea of a talebearer, you can expect drama. There's just no way around it. And the last maybe is a little surprising, but is very profound if you think about it, arrogance. He that is of a proud heart stirs up strife. Relational drama finds its root in pride. Ivan Grozny, Ivan the Terrible, killed his son because he believed that his anger deserved to be vented, that he deserved to be heard. Arrogance, pride stirs up strife and ultimately becomes deadly. But he that puts his trust in the Lord shall be made fat. The idea of being made fat here is prospering, is being well taken care of. So those three elements, if you can remove any one of them, you're going to improve the situation. Ideally, you won't have any. Angry temperament, gossip and slander, and arrogance. So what do we do? What do we say to this practically? Remove these three elements as much as possible. But understand that the analogy breaks down at a certain point. We are not fires, we are people. And we have the devil working against us. We have our own sin nature working against us. With the fire triangle, you can remove any one of those three and the fire's going out. But with us, we need to try to remove all three. We need to avoid fellowship with contentious people. We should not participate in gossip and slander. And we should seek fellowship with the humble. Just practically, if you want to have better, less dramatic relationships, build relationships with humble people that are not contentious. And then also reject gossip and slander. Each of these things I'm telling us that we need to take out of our lives, contentiousness, contentiousness, arrogance, and gossip and slander. You can replace them with good things. We can seek fellowship with God and with peacemakers. We can participate in good speech and healing speech, as Ephesians tells us. Let nothing unclean come from your mouth, but only those things that are good for edifying, that build people up. We can seek fellowship with humble people. If you do those three things, then you're going to take the essential elements of drama out of your life and have peaceful, healthy relationships. But we're not just talking about virtue here. This ultimately depends on the grace of God. This starts and ends with the grace of God working in your life. And so you have to ask God for help in these things through Jesus. So I hope that's been helpful to you. Now at church, some stuff going on. It's a busy holiday season. This coming Sunday, we're going to be celebrating the Lord's Supper. Our intern Matthew is going to be leading it. Him and I have been practicing, and I'm looking forward to seeing him honor God through that. And there's also lots of practices coming up for the Christmas celebration that's going to be on the next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but next Sunday is the big Christmas program. Then on the 24th, we have a Christmas Eve service. And on the 25th, we have a Christmas Day service. And more details about all those things are in the bulletin and in the weekly email that goes out. You can find our contact information below, information about our church if you'd like to know more. And I would encourage you, if this has been a blessing, like, subscribe, share, all that good YouTube-y stuff. But I'm Pastor Schuyler, and I want to encourage you, walk with God, search the scriptures, and love one another. Hope this has been helpful. God bless.